Hi there, I'm Timothy Linsdau, video producer, Christian, and also a Parkinson sufferer. But I've also done a lot of camping with the Boy Scouts, and I want to talk about difficulties, but how to enjoy camping even with Parkinson's. First of all, before I start here, like and comment on my video, subscribe to my channel to support my channel. I'd really appreciate that and keep bringing these videos to you. Now, as a Parkinson sufferer, some of the things you learn is that it causes rigidity in your muscles. I have found that when you get cold, it exacerbates or aggravates the condition, and can be far more difficult with the tremors. Can cause a difficulty. So it's important to stay warm. But let's go through a list of things here. Stick with your drug regimen that you're using. Make sure you have a good relationship and contact with your doctor. That's an important part here. I'm not a health professional at all. This is just my experience with Parkinson's, and just to let you know that. So work with your doctor on what's a good prescription. I spent a little bit of time with different doctors figuring that out, and it's helped a lot to improve my condition. If you're going camping, you want to probably get you one of these multiple daily type containers, Sunday through Saturday kind of thing. You might want to relabel it to fit your camping experience, or use these small bottles, which I've done also, and then you can put a piece of tape on there and label it specific time of day or days, and keep your drug regimen up. And very important, I've found for myself. It helps a lot to keep that in order. So, well labeled, some type of containers like that, and get that under control and be prepared for that, so that's not an issue where you're forgetting your medicine and having trouble. I mentioned this earlier that at least for myself, I'm more susceptible to being bothered by cold. So it's important to keep, for me, it's important to keep my body temperature regulated. So when it's getting cold, put something on. And when you go camping, you're going to be outdoors, of course, obviously. So you need to be prepared for that. If you're getting cold, you want to get your coats on. You want to take along enough outer wear to stay warm. Best method for that is layering, and that means you might have a t-shirt on and a shirt, and then a coat over that, and maybe if it's raining at all, you definitely want to have a waterproof rainwear available. So layers are usually warmer. Maybe you have one large coat you want to take off and on. Well, it's up to you, but layers are important. And overall, you might want to have some heavier pants, or some over type pants that you could purchase at a sports store or wherever you can get them. Usually with pants like that, I would like to have something that's fully zippered so I can get it off and on easily. I found that important. So also you can have too warm. And where I live in this country is a lot of desert. But actually, when we camp in the winter, it can get quite cold in the desert at night. Or if you have a weather front moving through, you could have wind, and wind draws the heat away from your body. So you have to be prepared for cold temperatures. But obviously, in warmer temperatures, you have to have the ability to get down to less clothing, just a light colored shirt and shorts. One thing about being in the desert, when it's the time of year it's going to be that warm, you want to have light colored clothing because they're cooler, and lighter clothing absorbs less of the sun's rays, if you will. So clothing is important for you to really pay attention to. I know, like when I've gone camping with the scouts, these young kids they can put up with a lot less. They're stronger and healthier. It's not going to bother them as much. But you have to pay attention if you have a issue like Parkinson's to your clothing and keeping your body temperature at an even pace as best you can. It's really important. And of course, sleeping at night is a big deal. You want to be as comfortable as you can. A cot would really be good, especially if you're just car camping. And a really good air mattress is important. If I was going to spend a lot of money on anything, it would be an air mattress. A good sleeping bag, and another good investment, is very important. You can also layer a sleeping bag on the inside. Don't put anything on top of a sleeping bag. It compresses the loft. The loft or air inside a sleeping bag is what gives it insulation property. So they do make synthetic materials that are like a glove, almost like a body glove that you can slip inside and go inside your sleeping bag. That'll give you 10 more degrees in your bag. Or you can just put a blanket inside the bag. If you're using a cot, it's more comfortable, but one of the problems with a cot is the air can flow under it. And if you can put a blanket over the cot to block the airflow, that is really good. Where your backpack or extra clothing, or you can push it underneath the cot. I've done all those things to stay warmer, and which is very important. Not only that you're rested, but as I mentioned before, your muscles get tighter and more rigid, I've found, with Parkinson's. So you want to be comfortable sleeping and keep your temperature regulated. Eat regularly, eat good, nutritious meals. You're going to need more calories usually when you're in the outdoors. So look at heavy calorie meals. But, as healthy as you can. Very important. So you want to keep your energy up. That will also help you to regulate your temperature. And, usually in the outdoors you want to have easy meals, one pot meals they call them, like whatever that might be that works for you, so it's not complicated for you, especially if you're having any difficult handling anything with your Parkinson's. Right now my biggest effect is on my left side, and so I'm paying attention to that. So your drug regimen is important. Make it as convenient as possible so it's not confusing. One of these multi-containers are really good for that kind of thing. Or if you have a lot of these small bottles, that might help you to keep that organized. Very important. Keep your temperature regulated during the day. Don't get too hot, don't get too cold. You can do that by layering on and off. It can be a little inconvenient, but your health is more important. Food, eat regularly, good nutritious food, food with more calories, because you're exerting more, and the rigors of the outdoors, it takes more calories for you to survive and thrive in the outdoors. So these things aren't complicated, but pay attention to them, because in the outdoors it's more rigorous. The temperature control is more difficult. Stay dry. Synthetic materials are really important to wear because they dry quickly. You want to have extra clothes in case you do get wet. You can take whole courses on camping, but the basics are really important to pay attention to when you have Parkinson's, more than you would without. So prepare yourself before you go, and then you can be happy and enjoy the outdoors. So anyway, that's about it for now. Like and comment on my videos, subscribe to my channel to support my channel. Again, I'm not a health professional. This is my opinion, what's worked for me. And so get yourself ready, get prepared, get out there, and enjoy the outdoors and make it a great day.